Hi, this is Ashley Cannon Newell with Make It Monday. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card, which showcases glittered buttons. Alright, here are some of the glitter buttons I've already prepared. They're just different buttons from a variety pack of holiday mix and just different ones that I have here, all mixed together. This is just some spray adhesive, vellum. This is by Helmar, but you can use any spray adhesive like Krylon or Elmer's. And I'm just spraying it directly onto the buttons. Again, any spray adhesive should work. Just test it out. Okay, I'm just going to move my buttons from one workspace to the next. And this is just to prevent me from overusing my glitter, which is this Prisma Glitter Paper Tray Ink cells. I'm just sprinkling it all over the buttons. And this allows me to get good coverage without having to do a lot of movement. All right, to make sure that I have full coverage, I just might want to flip or move around some of the buttons just to make sure that they are fully covered to my liking. And I'm just using a little bit of a tweezer tool there just to help me to do it. And now I'm just going to move them over to another piece of cardstock just so I can return this glitter that I have not used back into my glitter jar. So I'm just reusing it. Alright, see, I'm just going to just wipe a little bit of the excess of the glitter off, and not that much comes off, so it's pretty much adhered really well to those buttons. Alright, here I have some button dies that I die cut from the coaster board and stamped with the coordinating button images from Button Boutique, and I just punched some of the centers out, and again using the same steps here, applying my spray adhesive directly to that coaster board die cut buttons, and just going to go ahead now, move them over to my glitter work surface, and just to show a different technique, add a little bit of the glitter and just dump one by one into the glitter pile. And you could use this technique as well to actually apply the glitter. So either way works. Sometimes people think that you use a little bit more if you dump it all out, but just whatever is easiest for you. Alright, here are all of my glittered buttons that I glittered up using the spray adhesive method. I'm just going to set that to the side because I have here a working project that I'm working on. I have treetops. That image there is from treetops, and I stamped it with black ink and added 2 doilies to make hills, or the illusion that they're hills. Pretty hills with doilies. And I stamped the treetops image on grid Bitty Box Basics spring moss paper and stitched around the border. Now I'm just going to take some liquid adhesive and adhere the buttons to the actual stamped tree limbs here. And I'm actually adding solid, or I should say non-glittered buttons to this project as well, because I'm going to show how I apply glitter in another way. So as I sit here and apply all of the glittered buttons and non-glittered buttons, you can just place them as you would see a natural tree, but you can also place glitter buttons on any type of project. They could just be on a flower center or on a label just to embellish something. It doesn't have to be on a tree. We also have things like everyday button bits, which is great. You can apply them to the bicycle wheels or to flower centers that are stamps and so forth. There's so many different options to add buttons to your projects, and this glittered button technique just adds a different way to dress your buttons up. Okay, now that I have all of the buttons adhered, I'm going to take this Ranger Stickles, this is the diamond color, and add them to those unglittered buttons. And all I do is just squeeze a little bit of the stickles directly onto the button and just swirl around just to get full coverage. You can do this ahead of time, or you can make this the final step when completing your project so you can allow time to dry. That's the biggest thing you need to make sure to remember when using the liquid glitter glue version, because it can be wet and you can ruin your glitter technique if it bumps up against something else. So this is a very quick and easy way to add glitter to your buttons. The glitters may not be as striking as the Prisma glitter, but it still has a great result. Now I'm just going to add some berry sorbet twill tape ribbon and tie it into a bow. All right, I'm just going to shift my bow over to the left side here. I'm going to turn my project the other way and use one of these Hey There sentiments from Wish Big stamp set. Ink it up in black and stamp it right here. So I'm just going to ink it up really good and stamp it right here directly over top of the doily and the pattern paper. I'm using my stamp positioner to restamp again. This makes sure that I have a great coverage of ink. Great technique that I like to use. Okay, project is just about done. I'm just going to add some adhesive to my A2 card base. This is Hawaiian Shores cardstock, and just make sure that it is adhered directly onto it in the center. And there's my project with the glittered buttons. You can see it's so sparkly and fun, lots of bling. Here's another project I created with glittered buttons. I used the die cuts here, and I just used the spray adhesive method I shared earlier. And here are stills of my Hey There project with two little button trees sitting on doilies. For Make It Monday and Paper Tray Ink, I'm Ashley Cannon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!